Hey moms, welcome to day 3 of our prenatal Pilates class. Today you are going to need a stability ball and we're going to be doing a lot of standing exercises, so if you ever need to take a break, go ahead, sit on a chair, modify, pause it, do what you need to do. Alright, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to stand in our neutral body alignment. So take one hand, put it on your sternum, other hand on your pubic bone, and you're going to stack them. Great job. Now you're going to widen through your hip bones, feel like they're pulling apart, and widen through the base of your skull. Reach, pull your collarbones east to west, and feel a lot of space. Okay, soften your knees. And now we're just going to do a few breaths here, and we're going to fill up our whole canister. So inhale through your nose, and exhale. You can even place your hands on your sides. Notice where your breath is going. Good job. All right, let's get into it. So now that we're standing in neutral, we're going to lift our arms forward, bringing them just to shoulder height, still widening through your shoulders, or still widening through your collarbones, having both arms up. Now you're going to imagine that the middle of your eyes and your sternum are attached on a pole and they can't break. We're going to do some rotations. So we're going to rotate to one side first, opening up, turning from your thoracic, and then back to center. Now we're going to open up through the other side. Again, turning in that upper back as best you can, and then back to center. Now our hips, imagine you have 2 headlights on them. They want to stay forward. Your lumbar spine is nice and sturdy. You're going to lengthen through the low back. And let's try this one more time. Open up, turning from your thoracic, back to center. Eyes and sternum in line. Twist. Good job. And open up to the side one more time. Create the space. And other side. Nice work. All right, you can drop those arms, give it a little shake. Now I'm going to grab a stability ball. So for this exercise, it's going to be pelvic floor activation. You can do it seated in a chair or with a stability ball. All right, so once you've made your way to your ball or your chair, remember to have a wall nearby or maybe a counter if you're on a ball, and just make sure that your knees are slightly lower than your hips. Okay, so let's find that neutral alignment. So one hand on the sternum, one hand on the pubic bone, stack them, send that collar east and west, widening through your sit bones. Good job. Crown of your head is pulling nice and tall. Shoulders are away from ears. Okay, so now that we're here, we are going to work on our pelvic floor activation. So in our pelvis, we have 3 openings. We have the urethra, the vaginal canal, and the anus. So we're going to do some imagery work to picture activating each one of those openings, and it's going to help activate that pelvic floor, which you want nice and healthy. All right, so very first thing we're going to do is let's picture we have a ping pong ball inside our vaginal canal, and we're going to gently pull it up towards our belly, and then slowly release. Maybe do that one more time. Up. And then slowly release. All right, so think about where that felt in your body. Was it in the middle? Maybe. All right, so now we're going to do our urethra. So we're going to think we're sucking a marble up, and then slowly release it down. And then do it one more time. Suck that marble up and release it down. Good work. So where did that feel? That probably felt very anterior in your body versus the ping pong ball in the vaginal canal. So that was more anterior, the urethra. And now last one we're going to do is we are going to do our anus, and we're going to think of having a golf ball there, and you're going to suck it up towards your heart and then lower it down slowly. This one might be a little harder, and it should feel more posterior in your pelvic region. And release slowly. Good job. Now to finish it all off, we're going to picture pressing our vaginal walls together and then releasing slowly. So we're going to do that twice. So here we go. Press them in and release slow. One more time. Press in and release slow. Good job. So those are some good things to practice to help activate your pelvic floor and keep it nice and healthy. Alrighty, let's get back into our exercises. So you can get rid of that stability ball. We won't need it till the end now, so you can put it to the side. Alright, so now we're going to do some calf raises. So as we do calf raises, feel free to be close to a wall and you can touch that for some balance. And whenever you need to take a break, go ahead and do so. So first thing we're going to do is, of course, stack our sternum over our pelvic bone, soften the knees, pull our collarbones apart, widen the base of the skull. Take a deep breath here, fill your lower lungs. Good job. All right, so feeling nice and grounded through the feet, you want to think about your big toe, your baby toe, and your heel on each foot is creating a triangle, and you want to press equally down through all sides of that triangle. And you're going to push the floor away from you to rise, activating those glutes first, then your calves. So try and think of pushing your glutes up and then lower, all the way through the feet. So a strain is pulling you straight up, you're pressing the ground away from you, and then you're gently lowering. Good work. Let's do a few more times. Up and lower. One thing to think about is think of the arches of your feet sucking up to your butt and then lower. And one more time, suck those arches up and then lower. Good work. Now we're going to do reciprocating feet. So we're going to pedal the feet out. Go 1, 2, 3. So rolling through one foot at a time. 4, 5. Now bring them back to neutral. And 5 more calf raises. Suck the arches up, raising nice and tall. Widen the sit bones and lower. Up. 2. Good work. Remember to breathe. 3. 4. And one more. 5. Now we're going to reciprocate those feet. So 1, 2, pressing all the way through. 3, 4, 5. Nice work. You can give those legs a little shake. Now we're going to move on to a squat. So again, if you need to take a break, feel free to do so. And as we do the squat, if you'd like to have a chair nearby to either squat onto the chair or just to have it for support, depends on how you're feeling, go ahead and do so. Okay, so for a squat, we're going to stand nice and tall. Your feet are going to be a little bit wider than they were before. And a little bit of personal preference. Sometimes people like to have their toes slightly turned out. Some people like to have them straight ahead. So whatever feels best for you. I personally like mine turned out a little bit. And as well, if you have trouble getting all the way down, a really good tool to do would be to fold up the mat and step your heels onto the back there. And once you have a little bit of a heel lift, should be a little bit easier to get all the way down. So here we go. First things first, I want you just to stand nice and tall, stack, and let's do a squat. So do a squat how you normally go. Good job. If you can't get all the way down or it's feeling uncomfortable, try just a half squat. Good work. All right, so where did you feel the squat in your body? Did you really feel it in your quads? Was it uncomfortable? Did you feel any sort of pinching? So now we're going to cue it up, so hopefully we can alleviate any discomfort that could have happened there. So first things first, we're going to lengthen through the low back. So nice and tall. Soften your knees as we're standing here. Widen through your hip bones, and on our way up, we're going to fire up those glutes to come to standing. All right, so as we sink down, lengthen in the low back. Fire those glutes to stand. Good job. 2. Fire those glutes up. Widen your collarbone. 3, 4. You can grab a chair if you'd like. 5. Good job. Okay, shake out those legs a little bit. Let's do those calf raises again. Remember, you can grab some water, take a break, pause it, do what you need to do. So feet underneath your hips, headlights on your hips facing forward, soften the knees, and we're going to push the ground away from us. There's 1, 2, pull belly button to spine, draw it up, 3, 4, 5, and now reciprocating those feet, go 1, roll through, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more time, pulling tall, 1, nice, 2, remember to breathe, 3, 4, 5, and now reciprocating those feet, go 1, and switch, 3, 4, 5. Good job. All right, shake out those legs, take a break if you need, and then we're going to do 5 squats again. So again, adjust what makes you feel comfortable. Knees are going to be in line with our toes, so you're slightly pressing them out. We're going to sit back into a chair and widen those hip bones, so pulling them apart. Here we go. Go 1, lengthen the low back, fire the glutes to stand. 2. Good work, pushing those knees in line with your second toe. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. All right. So now we're going to take a break. We're going to sit down and cool it back off before we end. So now you need your exercise ball or a chair. Okay, so we are going to do half moon again. So again, on your stability ball or on your chair, I want you to line up your sternum and your pubic bone. Pull your belly button into your spine on the exhale. So inhale, exhale, pull your belly button in. Find that deep core connection. Widen through the collarbones. You're going to lengthen through both of your side bodies, even the side you're bending towards. You're going to reach that arm. Inhale, up and over like you're reaching over a tree or a flower. And then exhale to bring it down. Let's try that same side again. Reach up and over. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And down. One more time this side. Reach up and over. You want a little bit of space between your ear and your shoulder. And drop it down. Good job. Let's do the other side. So the stability ball, if you're on one, it is causing a bit of unstableness. So you're really going to think about pulling that belly button to spine to balance. And like always, if you need to just switch to a chair or hold on to a chair even, go ahead and do that. All right. Now the other side, we're reaching between 2 panes of glass so we can't lose that nice straight body. And back. Inhale, reach up and over, lengthening through our side. And back. And one more time, reaching up. And return. Nice work. All right, to finish off our class, we just want to do a big energy release. So push those arms up, take a big inhale, and exhale. And one more time, you can even do this standing. Inhale, and exhale. Nice work. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time.